Hello, this is Superdan, and welcome to Dealing in the Desert. Howdy, folks. Superdan, Dealing in the Desert, December 12th, 2018, on this beautiful, kind of grayish, gloomy day. Can a day be beautiful and gloomy at the same time? Sure it can. Sure it can. Why not, right? Why not? So why am I talking to you today? Well, good question. Good question. I still get questions about video poker. I haven't posted a vlog about video poker in a long time, and I don't really write about it that much anymore on my blog, but I keep getting questions about it at work. I keep hearing about it, and there's so much myths, misunderstandings, untruths about it that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna post a quick video on 10 things people should know about video poker. All right, 10 things people should know about video poker. Now, I don't claim to be a professional, but I have played part-time for many years now, and I am a long-term winner. I got the results to prove it, and even saying that is controversial, but we're gonna go through it right now. 10 things people should know about video poker. I've read many books. I kind of know enough to get in trouble, so here we go. Number 10. Since this isn't a top 10 list, we'll just go with number 1. Okay, so 10 things people should know about video poker. Number 1. And I realize there are some exceptions to this with Indian casinos, but I'm in Nevada, so we'll just go with Nevada right now. That uses Class 2 machines. Video poker uses a random number generator in the machine. Okay, there is a chip in there that rapidly just spins out cards constantly at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just goes through cards at a super high rate of speed. When you press that button, it stops. Okay, so it stops, you get the flop, and then you press it again, and it stops on the second draw. You get 2 draws, right? Typically in video poker, and it's just constantly spinning. That's how it works. That's why you hear a lot of seasoned video poker players say that it doesn't matter what machine you're on. There's no such thing as hot and cold machines. There's no such thing as this or that. And the questions you need to be asking yourself is, do the buttons work? Do I have a clear shot of the screen? Am I comfortable? You know, those are the things you really should be asking yourself. Because if somebody tells you, well, this is hitting jackpots, but this machine isn't, and this machine sometimes does, you know, they're choking your chain. All right. So that's number 1. Random number generator is how they work. Number 2, it is possible to win at video poker. All the pay tables are in the casino's favor. You're just throwing away money. Answer: false. There are pay tables at least in Las Vegas, I know that are not only 100% return, some of them are even over 100% return. And you add in points and multipliers and slot clubs and all that razzadazz, it's even more. And there are people that are doing well in video poker. It's a fact. Not everybody, right? Listen, I use the analogy like this, okay? There are people that actually play basketball for a living. It's true. Have you ever heard of it? The NBA? Now, there are not a lot of people, okay? And it's tough to make it. But yeah, there's people that actually play basketball for a living. I can't do it, but that doesn't mean everybody can't do it. Play basketball for a living. It's the same thing with video poker. It's the same thing with poker. It's the same thing with a whole bunch of stuff in this life, okay? I can't do brain surgery, but that doesn't mean there aren't people doing brain surgery. So the whole thing, that whole argument is pretty fallacious. Now, there are likely some places where you're just not going to find an advantage video poker play. I admit that. But they do exist. They're around, but you'll find as you get into this thing called video poker that there's going to be some people who don't want to give up their watering holes, if you know what I mean. It's the way video poker players are, that they don't like to give up the good machines, you know, because one of the things is people ask them, well, where can I find that dollar full pay Deuces Wild game? You know, I don't know. You know, they don't want competition for the machine. So there you have it. It's a minority of people, but it kind of has to be that way. Because if everybody was making money off video poker, guess what the casinos would do? You know exactly what they would do. So that's number 2. Yes, there are some people that make a living playing video poker. It's like the old saying goes, nothing worthwhile is easy. It's not easy. Third thing people should know about video poker is bankroll and consistency. That it makes a huge difference on whether you're going to be a successful video poker player or not. The amount of money that you bring to a session is going to dictate a lot on how much luck you're going to rely on when you play. It's a numbers game, okay? You're just siphoning through the numbers to get the jackpot hits. That's basically what it is. The more bankroll you have, the less volatility you're going to have, the more luck you're going to have. And being consistent, meaning playing fast, playing right, playing consistency, that's the key. And, you know, you hear some people say, well, I haven't hit a royal in years. You know, that's typically the person that takes $20, goes to a single line quarter game, puts $20 here, loses it, $20 here, loses it, $20 here, loses it. But he remembers that back in 2004, he hit that royal, right? You know, bankroll is very important. The fourth thing people should know about video poker is that no two games are alike. Some are going to have advantages and disadvantages. I remember going out with a friend of mine to play a little bit, and he just wanted to play triple-double bonus because he was looking at the pay tables. He saw all those huge jackpots hits, and he's like, that's what I want to play, because look how much you get paid for 2, 3, or 4s with the kicker, 8s with the kicker royal. What he didn't know was that those hands don't come all the time. And a lot of times they may not come at all during a session. And the other pays are lessened to make up for those big jackpots. So, in other words, it's a very volatile game, very variant. And, you know, you could lose hundreds, maybe even thousands on single line quarters on these games. While if he played a boring game such as Jacks Are Better or Deuces Wild, his money could last. So you want to always take that into consideration when you're going out to play, what your goals are. What is it you're doing? What is it you're trying to do? If you're trying to do a day in, day out grind, you'll probably want to be looking at more of the low volatility games. If you're out in Vegas for the weekend to gamble it up, you probably want to look at the more higher volatile games like triple-double bonus, double-double bonus, triple deuces, all this stuff where you got to put on your seatbelt and go for the ride. Number 6, each video poker pay table has what they call an expected return for the house. Okay? For example, an 8-5 Jacks Are Better game, 8 meaning how many coins you get for a full house, 5 meaning how many coins you get for a flush. With max bet, that means 40, which is 5, a 5 denomination max bet. To get the bonus for the royal, you got to bet 5. I don't want to go off too much on a tangent here, but the point is, if you play 8-5 Jacks Are Better, you're looking at around a 97.5% return, assuming perfect play, long-term perfect play for the player. that's how much you're going to get back. So for every $100 you put in, you're expected to get back about $97.50. 9-6 jacks or better, meaning you're getting one more coin for the full house, one more coin for the flush, has about a 99.6% expected return, meaning every $100 you put in, the house is expected to make 40 cents, assuming perfect play, long-term perfect play. These are expected returns is highly theoretical out math. You're almost never gonna actually realize that expected return. It's always going to be around there, higher or lower, but that's what's expected. Of course, all results will vary, right? But anyways, you want to keep that in mind when you're out playing video poker. What is the expected return of the game? What are the slot club and multipliers? You put it all together to get you a final theoretical expected return. Generally speaking, you want to play, of course, the games that have the best expected return for the player, right? Not the house, the player. So, it takes a little bit of homework to figure that out. Number 7, even though Double Double Bonus may be the most popular game, it doesn't mean that's the only game you should play or that it's even the best game. Now, I started off playing 10-6 Double Double Bonus all the time. Single line quarters with the Progressive Royal, by the way. Now, the expected return for that game is already over 100%. It's like 100.06. It's just slightly above 100%. But there's also a Progressive Royal attached to it that will jack that up, sometimes as up to 101%. And then, with your points, and you don't get multipliers with that game, but points and stuff, it makes it a very playable game. But right, that's only if you hit the royal or the aces with the kicker. Otherwise, the game's pretty brutal, and it's been really brutal to me. But since I've made the transition to more of wild games, Deuce's wild games, I've been doing a lot better, and that's very interesting. And what I've found out is that I tend to keep more of the jackpots on the losing sessions, and then when I get the jackpots on the winning sessions, I keep more of it because I don't lose as much. Personally, I don't know any triple double bonus players who have not gone broke, who play it consistently and regularly. Why? Because the 3 of a kind only plays 2-1, and the 2 pair pays 1-1. May not look like a big deal, but it is a huge deal. Yes, you could get the amazing nights when you're hitting all those jackpot hits, but the losing nights are going to be super brutal. It all depends on once again, on what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, and what you're doing playing video poker. Are you playing just to gamble it up? Maybe those are the games for you. Double double, triple double bonus. Are you playing consistently to try to do well, make money long term? You might want to look around. Number 8, if you don't have software, you're not playing right. Bottom line, you're not going to play correctly. Even when you practice with software, you got to keep practicing or you're not going to play right. I had no idea how many errors I was making playing video poker until I got corrective software. And you can get this stuff, you can download it online. You got Win Poker, you got Video Poker for Winners, you got Wolf Tracker, Wolf Poker. It's a whole bunch of options out there, and you could put them right on your cell phone or your computer. You can practice the hands. It'll give you a percentage or a theoretical cost of your error. You could put in bankroll ideas and stuff. It's pretty amazing what it can do, and that's super important. You want to play right to get to that best expected return. So software is key. If you're not using software, you're playing wrong, and it's going to cost you. Number 9, and this is kind of important for some people, maybe not important for other people, but that right now, if you hit a slot jackpot of $1,200 or over, you get a W-2G form. W-2G form is a tax form. Yes, you're expected to pay taxes on those hits. Now, for me, it's a problem because my wife works, I work, and extra added tax revenue could push us into a bracket we don't want to be in. For other people, it's not a big deal. So you got to ask yourself, do I want a lot of W2Gs, a little bit of W2Gs, or do I want no W2Gs? That's going to maybe affect your decision on what game and what denomination you want to play. And number 10, bring an appropriate amount to play with for your bankroll. The total bankroll theoretical you should have on a single line game is 3 to 5 royals. It's a rule of thumb. You don't have to have that. It could be replenishing, but basically the whole idea of having a bankroll is having enough money to play without going to zero and weathering the swings of the game. That's the whole idea. For me, I find a $250 to $300 quarter single line session bankroll is pretty sufficient for the lower variant games. The higher variant games, you might want to bring a little bit more. For triple double bonus, you're going to want to bring a lot more. But you know, I mean, you could be that $20 lucky player who puts in $20 and hits something. It's possible, not likely. But I mean, if you want to weather the swings, you got to have that bankroll. It's very important. And I think that's kind of like what the basic gist of what I wanted to get out there. If you want any more information, you can go to videopoker.com. You can go to Wizard of Odds. You can go to what's that? VPFree2.com, I think it's called, and that could give you even more information. Thank you for watching, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Cheers. Good luck out there.